received the first signal from Kiptangwanyi Health Center on July 27, 2022. After the officer in charge reported a surge in a flu. Dr. Wanaina now says at least 140 swine flu cases have been reported in the past 1 month, with 6 children currently admitted at the Kiptangwanyi Health Center and 2 at the Nakuru Level 5 Hospital in stable condition.
Mnamo tarehe 27 mwezi wa 7 mwaka huu, mwezi mmoja uliopita, tulipata taarifa kwamba kulikuwa na ongezeko la idadi ya watoto wachanga ambao walikuwa wakikuja hospitali wakiwa na homa kali. Homa ambayo ilikuwa inawafanya wawe na ugumu kupumua, kukohoa na kuumwa na kifua na kuwa na joto jingi mwilini. Hii ripoti ilitoka katika eneo la Elementaita katika zahanati ya Kiptangwanyi, na kufuatia ripoti hii tuliweza kutuma timu ya maafisa wa afya ili kwenda kuchunguza kiini cha ongezeko la nambari ya watoto ambao walikuwa wanakuja hospitalini wakiwa na homa kali. Tuliweza kuchukua samples za kupeleka katika maabara, na baada ya siku chache tukapata matokeo ambayo yalionyesha baadhi ya watoto walikuwa na virusi vya H1N1 ambayo inajulikana kama homa ya nguruwe ama swine flu kwa kizungu. Kuzuia ugonjwa huu ni kuhakikisha kwamba tunahifadhi hali ya usafi wa mazingira, kuhakikisha kwamba ventilation katika makazi yetu imeweza kuimarika na lishe bora.
Into matters education, and day schools in Kakamega and Mombasa counties will close for 1 day to enable voting for the respective gubernatorial seats to take place. The voting will take place on the 29th of August 2022.
The IEBC has pronounced itself with regard to the elections basically in Kakamega and Mombasa, and some parliamentary ones and MCA ones. But the ones that concern us in education mostly are the big ones in Kakamega and Mombasa. We have agreed, having consulted Mr. Chebukati and Mr. Hussein Marjan, that as far as the polling centers are concerned, we are happy to allow them to use our facilities in both primary and secondary schools. But we have also agreed that the tallying centers, which may require more than 1 day, we have agreed mutually that they should be taken to tertiary institutions, and a press release will be coming shortly to say so. In terms of our children, because we don't want them to miss any more time, we have also agreed as a government that the boarding schools shall not be closed, they will not be interfered with. Those that are polling centers, the children will remain in the boarding houses, in the fields and the libraries. As far as day schools are concerned, we think 1 day is not bad enough. The children can stay at home on Monday the 29th and report back to school on Tuesday.
Laikipia County Boss Onesmus Towett has dispelled rumors of possible killing of Geshogo constituency Kirinyanga County IEBC returning officer Geoffery Gitobu. According to Towett, the officer's death was sudden and an inquiry into the same has been opened. The officer is said to have paid a visit to his family in Nanyuki, where he later visited Nanyuki IEBC offices. Gitobu is said to have collapsed there and was rushed to Cottage Hospital, where he was pronounced dead.
And when he collapsed, the report was sudden death. We are investigating the cause of that death. We are opening an inquiry, which already have opened an inquiry. The post-mortem will be done tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So we shall be knowing from tomorrow at 9 o'clock what is the cause of his death. For now, it is a sudden death, and we take it like that as a sudden death. He was doing his own administration, his own personal issues, and on top of that, he was preparing to go back to the office to do his own admin, because it is still electioneering period. So in this, he has not finished doing his work, this office work. So we don't have an issue of somebody touching on another one and killing another one. So let the politicians, let whoever is talking badly that somebody has been murdered, stop talking that, because they don't have evidence. We have the evidence here. We are opening an inquiry, and thereafter we will tell the whole world what happened.
Now, the family of Susan Waweru, who was allegedly murdered in cold blood by her husband at their home in Githiga area, Kiambu County, has called on the authorities to provide witness protection to their 9-year-old daughter who witnessed the incident. They also indicated that after the girl's father was arrested and detained and the mother buried, the child was then adopted by her father's family, adding that they are afraid that there is a possibility that she might get influenced to change her stand concerning the death of her mother. They've also called on the government to protect the witness as the case is expected to be heard next month.
Naitwa Paul Kirinyanga. Mimi ni bradhake Nancy Waweru ambaye aliuawa huko sehemu ya Githiga na bwanake. Na kutoka siku hiyo kesi imepelekwa kotini, na sasa hivi tuko katika koti ya Kiambu tukitaka kuambiwa mtoto wa sita ako wapi.
Sababu yetu ni huyo mtoto ako wapi saa hii na vile anatritiwa, juu yeye ni mtoto wa msichana, na most of the time mtoto wa msichana anakuwa in danger ya environment ama ya wale wanakaa na wao. Si haja yetu kubwa ni kuona huyu mtoto ako safe.
We feel that the child continues stay with the parents of the accused person. The witness, she's not guaranteed to give a credible witness as she will be compromised. And our sole reason to come to court is for her custody to be determined and where she is going to stay thereafter. Witness is there is a danger that is posed to them. They can be placed under witness protection agency, and now we will be seeking that and the government to protect this particular child so that she will not be exposed. We will never know she was the only person who was at the scene of crime at the time the murder happened. So we pledge, and our wish is that the child to be protected.
Very sad state of affairs there. May justice prevail. Now, the economic stalemate witnessed in the tourism industry may improve after the Supreme Court's decision on the presidential petition filed on Monday, according to tourism stakeholders in Mombasa County. General Manager of Leopard Beach Resort Kioko Musyoki notes that logical tourists have made a huge chunk of the contributing market during the electioneering period. This as foreign tourists refrain from traveling into the country following post-election uncertainty. Earlier this month, the U.S. Embassy had given its citizens a travel advisory that warned against traveling to major cities like Kisumu. At the same time, the stakeholders have also decried the number of taxes imposed on them. The business people are also calling for peace, even as more parts of the country prepare to go to the ballot next week for their by-elections.
Ningependa kuchukua hii nafasi kupongeza Wakenya kwa sababu tulipiga kura kwa amani na tukaweka nchi yetu mbele, na lazima tumekuwa mfano mkubwa katika bara nzima la Afrika kuwa watu ambao tunajua vile tunavyofanya na kuendelea na demokrasia bila kuharibu nchi yetu. Wito wangu ni kuwa Kenya ni kubwa kushinda Kenya Kwanza ama kushinda Azimio. Kwa hivyo ni muhimu tujue kabisa baada ya mazungumzo yote tutabaki bado na nchi ambayo lazima tuiweke mbele.
Sababu vile mnavyojua Wakenya wanapenda vinywaji, lakini shida yetu kubwa ni ile unakuta kuna taxes nyingi national government inatosha bars. Kuna moja hii wanaita tourism fund, kuna tourism regulatory authority, unakuta wanakuja KRA, wanakuja music corporate, wanakuja the same thing, unakuta police pia wanakuja, unakuta taxes ni nyingi.
Pande ya mambo ya utalii, kuna mambo ambayo pengine serikali ingefanya ili kuweza kuinua utalii. Some of them are policy interventions, others are about infrastructural development. Kwa mfano, sehemu hii ya Diani inategemea utalii wageni kutoka nchi za nje. Jambo ya kwanza, tuko na kiwanja ya ndege ambayo iko hapa. Tungeomba iweze kupanuliwa ili watalii wao wanaweza kukuja moja kwa moja kutoka nchi za nje, wakakuja kwa moja mpaka hapa.
Over to Isiolo County, where businessmen from the Isiolo market have experienced a huge loss of property worth millions of shillings following an intense night fire that spread to the nearby Tumutumu settlement, leaving families homeless. According to Ben Mogambi, who is one of the active businessmen in the area, the fire has destroyed 7 stores and destroyed homes of about 20 families. Ben Mogambi further explained that over the alleged incompetence showcased by the Isiolo County Fire Department, stating that they were slow and unprepared. It was cited that the fiery accident had spread to the Tumutumu settlement for the first time, despite the area experiencing regular fire outbreaks. Residents have asked NGOs and the county government to intervene in helping those affected.
Manyumba ilianza kuchomeka, moto ikakuwa uncontrollable. Kama unaona hizi wholesale pia hizi zilikuwa na stock ya pesa mingi sana. So hapa watu wameenda hasara mamilioni ya pesa. Na wakati zimamoto ilikuja, kama ilikuwa na maji, ilijaribu kuzima, wakashindwa, wakaenda. Baadaye asubuhi wakati moto imechomeka, ndo zimamoto wamejaribu kuja kurespond.
Tunaomba usaidizi, tunaomba kwa NGOs wale wako karibu nasi waweze kuingililia kati, wasaidie, kwa sababu kuna watu hapa hivi saizi hata wameweza kupatwa na pressure, kuna wengine wamepatwa hata na heart attack, kuna wengine saizi wamekimbishwa hospitalini, na sio kwa sababu ya nini, hasara ambayo wamewekwa hapa hivi. Ukiangalia hapa hivi ndio mahali serious nyingi zinapatikana za Isiolo County.
Naona hata niko na alama, ni nyumba iliniangukia usiku nikijaribu kuokolea vitu za watu, lakini tulishindwa kwa sababu moto ilikuja hapa haikutusaidia chochote. Ilikuja na maji kama 20 lita 2 kwa sababu ilizima mali kidogo na ikeisha, na vile walienda wakurudi wakasema ndea maji mpaka nyumba zote zimeisha na hakuna mtu amesaidika na chochote.
Now, Segero residents in Suna, West Migori County are living in fear after they were targeted during the election period due to their political stand. Residents led by Haron Okongo narrated how they were attacked by a group of youth while on their way to the polling center, leaving some with serious injuries. The residents now want the security agencies to come out and investigate the issues related to the alleged attacks, as some of them lost property and are now living in fear of being attacked by the faction of the youth who are known to them.
Watu 10 ikastukia, mmoja akamulika huyu mama, wengine 4 wakanimulika tochi na mna hivi. Mwishowe mimi sikukua hata kuacha. Walisunguka hivi, walikuja wakanipiga rungu hapa kwa sababu damu ilikuwa tiale. Nikageuka hivi na yule mama nilikuwa na nikawacha huyu mama hapa, nikageuka hivi nikawacha huyu mama hapa, nikateremka rudi nyuma. Kama ningeenda mbele ningepigwa rungu ama panga, lakini karudi nyuma, kakimbia kuelekea nyumbani. Ufika nyumbani, kitu ninasikia wananipigia kutoka nyuma, enda nyumbani, usirudi hapa paka saa 8.
Sasa tunajiuliza, sisi ni Wakenya ama sisi ni watu kuishi pande gani? Tunaomba serikali wakuje karibu nasi, wasikie sauti yetu, wasikie ombi letu, watupe ulinzi ambayo iliyo thabiti. Watu wasije wakaumea. Ninawauliza hawa nini? Hawa wagombea. Wewe kama mwanasiasa umeua watu wako, umewamaliza. Utakuwa kiongozi wa nani? Ilikuwa siasa. Ya shida yetu hapa ilikuwa kisiasa.
A border rider in Tana River County beat more than 10 seasoned politicians to win the Mikinduni member of county assembly seat. 32-year-old Paul Maro said he used door-to-door campaigns with the help of his colleagues in the border sector to win the seat.
Tukapambana 2017, lakini wale ambao nimepambana nao walikuwa wazito. Haikuwa rahisi, lakini nimeshukuru vijana hawakufa moyo. This time tena tukashikana. Sasa tukapanga strategy. Kama mtu amepandisha customer ni campaign. Speed ni 50-40 ili yale maneno yamuingie vizuri. Tukafungua, tukaenda paka vijijini, tukaongea na wamama, tukaongea na wazee, tukatafuta blessings kwa wazee, wamama, na mara hii kweli walisimama na sisi tunawashukuru pia. Nirudi sasa kwa kutafuta mswada wenye sasa nitakuza vipawa vya vijana. Hawa bodaboda yale ambao walikuwa kililia siku nyingi tuwatimizie. Kuna vijana ambao wamesoma bado wako kwa bodaboda, hawezi kwama tu kwa bodaboda, lazima watu wakue. Kuna wengine ninangangana tuwafadhili waingie kwa county assembly. Kuna shughuli nyingi pale. Wengine nitawachukua waingie kwa ofisi yangu ili at least tutakuwa tumepunguza the number of hawa mabodaboda katika barabara.
Unajua sisi bodaboda we are good ambassadors. Unajua the whole day from morning to evening ama mpaka usiku naweza pengine watu kama 10-15. So unakuta kila siku unazikashawishi tu jamaa tumpigie huyu kijana wetu ni kijana mzuri hivi. Wasema yule bodaboda hata wengine wanamjua.
At least na sisi vijana wa bodaboda tumepata mtu wa kututetea kwa bunge la county. Tulitembea na yeye kutoka kura ambayo ilipita tukakosa, mara hii tukamshika mkono.
Such a beautiful story from grass to grace. Now from Tana River, we head to Kisii County, where plans to swear the Kisii County Governor-elect Simba Arati into office have been finalized, with organizing authorities assuring invited residents and guests to the ceremony of maximum security. County Secretary Patrick Lumumba predicted a record attendance of the official function at the 10,000 capacity Kisii Stadium on August 25th, 2022 at 10 a.m. The occasion to usher in the newly elected county government executive, organized by the Assumption of Office Committee, had been gazetted with elaborate arrangements put in place to actualize it.
This is to inform you that the Assumption of Office of the County Governor Committee for Kisii County is at an advanced stage in the programming for the swearing in of the Governor-elect, His Excellency Paul Simba Arati, and Deputy Governor H.E. Dr. Robert Onsare Monda. The year of 2022, this Thursday at Kisii Stadium. This is as a result of the Kenya Gazette notice as prescribed in law number 98/94 dated 17th August 2022. I've got express assurance from the County Command of Police and more especially the chair of the Security Committee, who is our county commissioner, that Kisii will be peaceful, and we are asking even the residents who are not already in Kisii to make travel arrangements to come to Kisii.
Now, the Kenya Film Classification Board has today published a public notice or publication on redefining the role of film agents. The notice is meant to sensitize the industry on the proposed changes and to invite stakeholders and members of the public to submit their inputs and comments. The consultation exercise will close on September 13th, 2022. Addressing the press, the board chief executive officer Christopher Wambua said from now on, all local filmmakers will be obtaining filming licenses directly from KFCB without going through an agent.
No film shall be made within Kenya for public exhibition or sale, either within or outside Kenya, except under and in accordance with the terms and conditions of a filming license issued by the licensing officer under this part. It is important to note here that this requirement was inherited from the Department of Film Services, which was initially responsible for issuing filming licenses before this regulatory function was transferred to KFCB way back in 2018. To usher new talent in the digital creative space, the board, in collaboration with other partners, is facilitating the training of aspiring young female creatives in digital content creation. The program also seeks to empower vulnerable women in digital skills with their digital skills in an effort to enhance their livelihoods. These are among the myriad initiatives the board is undertaking to spur the growth of the local creative industry. As I conclude, I wish to call upon local creatives and other stakeholders to produce the documents on the current public consultation and submit their inputs before the set deadline of 13th September 2022. In doing so, they will have played their role in assisting the board to create a facilitative regulatory environment for the creative sector in Kenya. Thank you very much.
Now to matters business, and Equity Group half-year results continue to reflect a sustained digital transformation, with 99% of all customer transactions now happening outside the branch. While speaking today at Equity headquarters during an investor briefing, the group's managing director and CEO, Dr. James Mwangi, noted that the bank has witnessed takeoff of its business-to-business consumer digital payments and consumer-to-business payments through corporate internet cash and liquidity management (IEBC). Pay with Equity Merchant Solutions have grown by nearly 400% from June 2019 to June 2022, from 13.5 million transactions to 52.2 million transactions.
The total number of customers, I should have mentioned, have grown from 14.5 million during that period to 17.6 million customers as we speak today. So we have added 3 million customers in just that short period. Why? Because we are becoming very attractive. That again increases the balance sheet, and we can leverage more on the economies of scale. So we have decided to really look inward and unlock the capital gains to help us and to the gains of efficiency, economies of scale, and optimization to ride the external challenges of volatile perfect storm, as we called it.
All right, let's go sporty. And KCB head coach Zico has expressed his sentiments over reports that some football clubs might protest the new season of the FKA Premier League slated to begin on the 10th of September this year by not honoring their matches. According to Zico, the decision is solely applicable for the clubs that have opted out, since KCB is relishing to participate in the league and leave the trophy. The uncertainty surrounding the leadership in the Kenyan football is the major cause of the protest, with Wazito FC and Migori Youth already affirming that they will not take part in the league in the case that the FKF Transition Committee continues with its mandate.
Tumekuwa na very bad season last season as Kenyan football, na hope